everyone, thanks for joining me today for this collective guidance from Spirit. These are timeless readings, so whenever you see them is exactly when you're supposed to see them. Also, these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and just in general, take these with a grain of salt. Yeah, if you ask your loved one or a friend for advice, you're not gonna just surrender your life decisions to them. You're going to make sure that you listen to it and then determine if it works for you or not, and then if you want to follow it or not. Use the exact same logic here, okay? Great. Also, like, share, subscribe. Let's help my current subscribers and me become a much larger community, reach more people. Maybe someone needs this and just doesn't know it yet. Yeah? Okay. Let's get started. So finally, after many readings, I get to do a really light-hearted, wonderful, happy reading. So right now, today we. Oh, first of all, let me tell you how this works. Is I shuffle my decks beforehand. Okay. And my current deal with Spirit is that when I shuffle the decks, whatever message they want me to convey to the collective or whoever they want me to convey this message to, this is going to resonate with. Um, the cards are supposed to just fall out of the deck as I shuffle. Yeah. So all of these cards here are cards that have fallen out of the decks as I was shuffling. Yeah. So none of this is planned. It's all just whatever cards fell out of their respective decks are here and I'm interpreting them together. Okay. Great. So, to get back to all the happiness, this is a 10 of cups. Yeah. If you can see, there's people rejoicing, kids playing. It's just a really happy card. There's a like an arch, sort of a rainbow above them. It's got 10 cups on it. It's completed. Nothing's incomplete here. Yeah. So this is like a really nice time of family for you. When I say family, I don't necessarily mean biological family. It could also mean people that you've accepted as your family, people you have strong emotional bonds with, people that you can rely on. Yeah. So yeah, it's a time of family and celebration and enjoyment. There's maybe a wedding happening in your family right now, or an engagement, maybe a birth, someone new coming in. So there's all of that excitement and all of that love and kindness is showing up in all of these cards here. And Digitalis is a card of, if you see, there's a balancing scale below the ground, and there's a beautiful sort of like a sapling with flowers on it growing, and then moths on there. Yeah. So moths have a big significance for me. I've almost wondered a couple of times if they're my spirit animal or spirit insect, because I see them really often. Yeah. And they visit. It's almost like they visit me. Okay. So I've looked into the significance, the spiritual significance of a moth many times. And in this case, what I feel like makes sense is moths are, so if you believe in, I don't know where your spiritual thought process lies right now, but where mine does, it's believed that moths can seamlessly transition between realms and dimensions, yeah, and universes. So they can blend into their environment, their surroundings really seamlessly. So I feel like in this case, with all of this celebration happening with maybe larger groups of people than we are used to right now in the past couple of years, are just being around these groups, I think you're going to have a fun time just having conversations with everyone and meeting everyone and just cherishing this time spent with other people. Yeah. And I feel like you're just going to like blend into the environment, just seamlessly transition between the types of people you're going to meet or the types of relationships that you're going to experience right now. So I feel like that's the moth's significance right now for sure. The scales, I feel like, so Digitalis has a twofold significance, the card. And it's two ends of the same spectrum, so it's completely opposite meanings in the same card. And I feel like that depends on your free will. Yeah. So in this case, this particular case, having tallied all of these cards here together, I feel like it's the good meaning. Yeah. um, this is about reaping your rewards of everything that you've put out into the world, all the love, all the kindness, everything that you've given, you're receiving it back now. It's your time to receive now. And so yeah, I feel like it's a good time right now. Also, if there's no possibility of a birth in the family, it could also be the birth of a creative project with your family members or loved ones. And in this case, the spell card talks about prosperity. It talks about riches and success in business. So if you have or already own, if you have an existing family business with your family members, I feel like it's a good, prosperous time for the business right now. And maybe that's where the celebration is coming from. Maybe that's what it's connected to. Yeah. If you don't have a family business, but you all have been thinking about it for a while now, this might be a good time to look into just sort of setting up the foundation for it. See if you genuinely can work with each other, acknowledge the complexities of working with your family, but at the same time, because of all the cards that are here right now, I feel like in general it's a good prosperous time to either start a business with your family or just reap the rewards of your good deeds in an existing business. And what else? This is just so good. I never get to do these light-hearted, fun readings. I'm just happy through and through. Um, the door says, such a beautiful door. Okay. The door talks about intuition, simple, complex words of pain or that heal. You come to know truth by the way it feels. Yeah. So I mean, hanging out with your family can sometimes be complex for sure. Yeah, you don't always, not everyone always gets along with every single person in a large group of people. Yeah. So if there's someone that, were you in a tiff with someone, were you having a hard time, were you fighting? If that's true, even this angel card here, the one that says family, I'll read the longer description soon. But I feel like these two cards together are sort of kind of speaking to um, healing a relationship, mending a broken relationship with a family member, or maybe it's just for some of us, yeah, not for all of us, but mending something and doing it through words, yeah. So it feels like a healthy conversation to me right now, that you're about to have with someone that you weren't necessarily on great terms with. Yeah, that's coming to an end. So yay, that's great too, right? That's reason enough to celebrate sometimes. Yeah, and yeah, I'll read you all the family card, but I feel like with Digitalis, another thing to look out for is also the Ten of Cups and Digitalis just together. 10 is a number of completion. Yeah, so it's almost like a cycle has come to an end. And it's usually because it's cups, it's related to your heart, it's love, it's intuition. So it's mostly a spiritual cycle that you've completed recently, and now you get to get this big celebration. You get to see the people you love who love you back, feel loved, and like, receive and give kindness and love and just prosperity. And so hold on to this wonderful feeling, and just keep this energy with you for starting this new spiritual cycle. But at the same time, also free will is very very real. Okay, so choose health. Yeah. It's easy to get lost in happiness. Yeah, because it's just so, it's feeling so good right now, and it's so beautiful, and everything seems so nice, and so it's easy to fall for complacency. It's easy to just forget about yourself, forget about retaining yourself. So definitely look into that. Definitely look into balancing yourself and balancing the scales when it comes to the retaining the feeling of retaining yourself within the sense of having a community. Okay. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind, especially spiritually. Like, I, even if there's people all around you, I'm sure it's all fun times, but like, find 5 minutes for meditation. Yeah, it's not too much to ask for. Okay. So yeah, definitely all of that. And then let me read you the family card now if you want to take another look at it. Okay, great. Taking a long time. Okay. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. This card means that the question you asked about is related to a family issue. It could be that some healing work is needed concerning one particular family member. It's the first person who comes to your mind while reading this. Or this card might signal a need for more family togetherness, such as spending an evening or a holiday together. Your angels will guide you through this passage. Additional meanings: a new addition to your family is entering, could be a child or a new creative project with the family. You have friends who are like a second family to you. It's time to face old feelings so they can be released and cleared. Release an unwanted pattern by forgiving one or more family members, including yourself. Okay. Great. Yeah. If you need, if it's the person that came to your mind right now, if it feels like a tough conversation, like the happiness, um, just the celebration, I think it's still gonna be a celebration. Even making up with a family member is a reason to celebrate. Yeah. Um, if it feels daunting, though, if the person that came to your mind, if talking to them feels daunting, meditate, call upon Archangel Michael for protection. Yeah. Protect your energy before you start the conversation because you don't want to lose yourself in it. And otherwise, let's just remember this card. I think it's a great card. It came out in yesterday's reading as well. Pause the video, copy the little symbol, have fun with it. Just draw it in your spare time. It's such a good reading today. I'm so happy I got to do this. Okay, I think that's all I have for y'all today. Share your love, share your kindness, share your happiness. Give me a thumbs up, share my video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be here every day, so I hope to see you all too. All right, bye.